Good evening and welcome to NTV, Ambassador William Popp.
Good evening, Walter. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. It's a real pleasure to connect with you and all the viewers.
Uganda has seen significant economic growth in recent years, and the U.S. has supported time on end this growth. How is the support or partnering with Uganda in its economic endeavors, and what opportunities do you see for further collaboration?
Well, as you noted, the U.S. has a long history. In fact, last year we reached 60 years of relations between Uganda and the United States. And throughout that history, we have worked to support healthier, more inclusive, more prosperous opportunities for all Ugandan citizens. Health is one of those that are probably maybe we're most known for because in particular the work that's been done over the last 20 years to fight HIV and AIDS.
And for sure the U.S. keeps on revising this collaboration due to things like infringement on human rights and freedoms of the people of Uganda?
Yes, of course relations continue to evolve. I think that's true in every bilateral relationship. But our commitment to working with the Ugandan people remains very strong and very sustained. We see human rights as fundamental for achieving democracy, for achieving prosperity, for achieving security. Sometimes there's a tendency to see it as a separate issue, but it really, from our perspective, permeates all these areas and the ability to truly advance in them.
We saw a recent advisory on business investment in the country, and this stemmed from the anti-LGBTQ law, which is condemned by many countries, I mean not just the US, and the UN itself. But there is a question about why it's more considered after the anti-homosexuality law was passed as compared to the ever ongoing abuses of human rights.
If you read the advisory, for example, if you look at other statements, our human rights report that we put out annually, there's a long history of commenting and expressing concern about broader range of human rights issues. And not just, again, regarding the LGBTQI community, but all the areas that you just mentioned. So our commitment is to support respect for human rights for all people, again, in partnership with Ugandan and other countries around the region, because ultimately there's a development impact, there's a humanitarian impact, there is a democracy and governance impact.
And Uganda also receives quite a sizable chunk of support towards the promotion of health. Talk about vaccines, talk about equipment, I mean funding for PEPFAR. There's been a question on what the decision is on PEPFAR funding to the country.
Yeah, the country operating plan for 2023 has been approved. It is continuing at generally the same level of assistance. There will be areas of assistance that are likely to be redirected in the implementation, but our goal and focus is to ensure that every person that has been receiving treatment or preventative care for HIV or AIDS continues to receive that support. 96% of Ugandans who are HIV positive receive assistance from the United States through the PEPFAR program. And it has had tremendous impact over the last 20 years. The rates of infection have fallen from above 20% to around 5%. Hundreds of thousands, more than 600,000 lives have been saved. We estimate deaths averted due to this program, and hundreds of thousands of other people that are able, actually 1.5 million people right now living with HIV, and many cases with viral loads so low that they are not at risk as long as they continue to take their treatment and continue and live healthy, productive lives.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you. Thank you, Walter. Appreciate it.